Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we are making loaded baked potatoes. Trust me when I tell you this is the most decadent, stick to your ribs meal that you will ever have. I love these so much, and the best thing about them is that they're fully customizable. I know I say that a lot, but I try to give you options when I make some recipes here for you to replicate. Now, let's get right into it. Now, to start off our baked potato recipe, we're going to give our potato a head start by stabbing the potato a bunch of times all over and tossing it into the microwave wrapped in a paper towel for 4 minutes. This kind of gives you a little bit of an advantage and lets the potato cook ahead of time before we put it in the oven. Now, I'm taking a bowl and mixing in some olive oil and seasonings. Let's go ahead and season our baked potato on the outside. I'm using olive oil and this hamburger seasoning. So with a little basting brush, because the potato is hot and I don't want to burn my fingers on the oil, I'm going to smear this all over the potato. Make sure you put this on top of a piece of tin foil so that you can wrap it up after. Go ahead, make sure it's nicely seasoned. Trust me, it makes a difference in the end. We don't want any plain Jane potatoes here. Now tightly wrap up your potato. I'm going to roll this over once, fold in the sides, and then continue to roll until all the paper is tucked in. Then give it a good smoosh so that all of the tin foil is wrapped up. Put it on a pan, put it in a 400-degree oven for about 15 to potentially 30 minutes, depends on how hot your oven actually gets. Now take a knife, cut it open, and look at that steam. I'm going ahead and chopping up a little bit so that the butter I'm about to put on can melt into all of the corners and edges. So take a generous heaping knifeful of butter, add it to your potato. This will make it nice and fluffy and moist on the inside before we layer on the rest of our toppings, which I have some cheese here. Go ahead, use a generous amount of cheese. I'm gonna follow that up with some hot shredded pulled pork. I just used a pack that you can buy at the grocery store and heated it up in the microwave following the box's instructions. I will then layer it on top of this cheese that I am working so diligently to put on so that the cheese melts. Go ahead, trust me, give yourself a good portion of this stuff. It's so good. Again, you can pick any sort of protein or topping that you'd like. Change the meat up or take meat off entirely if that's not your thing. I'm going to follow that up with green onions. I love these little guys so much. They're so crispy and crunchy and add such a great flavor. After I get all of these on, you can then top with any other toppings like sour cream or salt and pepper like I'm doing here. You can even add hot sauce, barbecue sauce, or even salsa if that's what you prefer. Now look at this fantastic potato. Trust me, this is going to fill you up and keep you full for hours. It is so tasty, so amazing, so decadent, and I love them so much. Didn't that baked potato look so good? Now, I really hope you try this out at home. But remember, like I said earlier, it is fully customizable. You can change the protein by adding beans, chicken, tofu, steak, or even other types of pork on it. You can change the vegetables like adding corn, other types of onions, lettuce, tomato, peppers. There's so many options for you. You can even change the potato to be a sweet potato. I've done that before, and trust me, it is so good. Now, go ahead, give this a shot at home, and I hope you enjoyed. Until next time, take care. Bye!